Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today we are making some salmon, shrimp, asparagus, and some Cajun cream sauce over rice. Alrighty, so let's get to this asparagus. So I'm just spraying all my pan down, and then I'm going to lay my asparagus on this pan flat. So I went ahead and cut the bottoms of the asparagus off. I cut about an inch off because that the tip of the asparagus is hard. So it takes you always supposed to cut about an inch off of the bottom of your asparagus so that you're not eating a crunchy hard part of the asparagus. So I'm drizzling some olive oil on the asparagus, and then we are going to season it with some sea salt, black pepper, and onion powder. And I also chopped up some garlic. Then I'm going to sprinkle over the asparagus, and I am going to bake them in the oven at 350 degrees for about 20 minutes. Now, normally people bake theirs in the oven for about 15 minutes. Me, I did it for 20 for the simple fact I like my asparagus just to be a little softer, and my grandmother cannot stand to eat like crunchy vegetables. So anytime I make vegetables and my grandmother is over, I have to make sure I cook them a little softer. So I did cook them, bake them in the oven for about 20 minutes, and they turned out perfect. They wasn't too soft, and they also wasn't, too hard, of course. So that's just my preference. I know a lot of people do bake theirs in the oven for about 15 minutes. So you can also do it that way if you like more crunch to your asparagus, okay? So I am just drizzling all the seasoning on the asparagus. So now we're going to season up our shrimp. I only season my shrimp with one seasoning, you guys. You're going to see it. It's a Cajun seasoning that I get from Walmart, and it's thebomb.com. I put it on everything. There you go. The Blackstone Cajun seasoning. I put it on everything. And with that seasoning, you don't have to add any additional seasonings to it. This seasoning enough will make your food taste delicious. All right. So of course I didn't want to over season my food because my grandmother is over to my house this weekend. So don't want to have all that salt for her or myself because I am pregnant. So that's the only seasoning that I use to season our shrimp. And then we are going to get into our salmon, and we're using that Cajun seasoning again. So yeah, again, that is the only seasoning that I'm using today. Like for my my salmon, my shrimp, and you're gonna see me put it in the cream sauce. That's it. Now I did add a little black pepper. I don't know if you guys can see me do that. I did add a little black pepper to the shrimp and the salmon only because I'm gonna blacken it on top of the stove. So I do like to add a little extra black pepper to it just so you can get that extra color on the shrimp and the salmon. All right. And when you season your salmon, always make sure you season both sides. I don't care what nobody say. Season both sides of your meats. All right. Always season both sides of your meat. So here is our salmon on my cast iron. So I cooked the salmon on both sides. I cooked them for about 5 minutes on each side. I don't like my salmon well done, but I do like it cooked thoroughly, all right? So I'm not going to say well done because I don't like it when the white juices start coming out of it. But I do like my salmon, cooked all the way through, all right? And look at that perfect color, that perfect seasoning crust, all right? And now I use that same skillet, my same cast iron skillet, added my shrimp in, and we are just cooking our shrimp in the cast iron skillet. So when I cook my salmon and my shrimp, I just use some oil, some olive oil, and some butter. That's it. All right. That's all you need to put in your pans. And then we're going to get into making our Cajun cream sauce. So we are already seasoning up our onions and garlic. And then I just added some flour, and we're just going to just cook it. You're basically cooking the flour. Because you don't want to taste the flour in your Cajun mix. So right now we are just cooking our onions and our garlic and our flour. Sorry. And then we're gonna just stir it up. So I ended up getting a phone call in the middle of me doing this voice recording, and I was not doing this voice recording over again, because this is literally like my fourth take, and I was doing this video again. All right, so if you see a little weird, like couple of seconds pause right before I started talking, that was my phone call. That was my phone ringing. All right, so I'm sorry, y'all. But so we're making the cream sauce, and I'm adding my heavy cream. Now normally you would add milk and heavy cream, but y'all do not judge me. I did not have any milk, and I was not running to the store. So guess what I did? Old-fashioned old water, okay? Water, and it tastes perfectly fine. So I didn't even taste the difference. But I'm really just adding the water just to thin it out, because it was thick. So the water, all I'm doing is adding the water just to thin it out a little bit. And I also did add about a half of cup of Parmesan cheese. All right, so that's butter, flour, heavy cream, Parmesan cheese, and a little bit of water just to thin it out. All right, y'all see that Cajun seasoning? I told y'all I was using it the whole entire video. I'm telling y'all have to try it. If you've used this seasoning before, let me know in the comments. Also, if you want to see more cooking videos, y'all let me know, because I really want to know if y'all want more cooking videos, cake decorating videos. Let me know in the comments. All right, love y'all. Bye.